All right, boys and girls, welcome back to the drive-through for a nice little first ever quiz review video. That's how you know this stuff is getting tough. Okay, so this is just the 8 types of questions that these types of words are going to be on your quiz. Second quiz from Unit 6, which is a Math Excel quiz. Okay, so I thought I'd give you a little introduction. A lot of this stuff you've seen before, or all of this stuff you've seen before, but this kind of syncs it up. So for all of these, it says to determine if they're arithmetic, geometric, or quadratic. I could probably do that without a table, but in order to find the explicit equation, I personally need a table. The first term is 12, the second term is 20, the third term is 28, and the fourth term is 36. It's increasing. This one's going up by 8, up by 8, up by 8. To find the y-intercept, identify where it would be at 0. So this is going to be y equals 8x plus 4, and that is arithmetic. Notice it has a slope. It's going up by the same amount every time. Okay? The first one is 20. The second one is 10. The third one is 5. And the fourth one is 2.5. I recognize this as multiplying it by a half each time, which is geometric. Okay? Geometric has a formula y equals b times r to the x power, where b is the y-intercept, r is the rate. So this is going to be something times 1/2 to the x power. Rb, again, we find out where it is when we have 0 for x. So it's going to be 40. So our equation, explicit formula here is y equals 40 times 1/2 to the x power. Okay, you might want to try one. So let's put in 3 for x. 1/2 to the third power is 1/8. 40 times an eighth is 5. So if you just put that in your calculator, 40 times 1/2 to the third power, you indeed get 5. So that's a good way to check your answer. Okay? Here, 1 is 2. 2 is 7. 3 is 14. 4 is 23. All right, let's see. We're definitely going up. This one went up by 5, then up by 7, then up by 9. Okay? Notice that the second difference is constant. So this is a quad. By the way, this one was a geometric. This one here is a quadratic. Oh my gosh, let's just stick with a quad for now. Okay? Alright, so it's going to involve something with x squared. The x squared numbers are normally 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. Do you see how maybe these numbers relate to these numbers? They are 2 less. Alright, so this is 2 less. This is 4 minus 2. And this one is 9 minus 2. 16 minus 2. So what do we have to do to our x? And again, I've done this a lot. This is hard. This will probably only be one question on your test, and it might be a bonus. Might not, though. So what do I do to x? Well, I add 1 to it. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Then I square it. That's 4. And then I subtract 2. Let's see if that works. What's 2 plus 1? What's 3 squared? What's 9 minus 2? That one works. What's 3 plus 1? 4 squared. 16 minus 2. That one works. 5 squared is 25. 25 minus 2. Got it. So this is our equation. y, well, let me just rewrite it. Y equals x plus 1 squared minus 2. Okay? Alright, graph them. You'd be crazy not to use your graphing calculators on all these. Get a table, pop in your points. Okay, unfortunately I lost my graphing calculator thing on here. So you're just going to have to ask me if you have any questions on how to use your graphing calculator. But when you put this in a table, you get 0 is 5, 1 is 2, 2, negative 1, 3, negative 4. That's enough points. So we get 0, comma 5, 1, comma 2, 2, comma negative 1, 3, comma negative 4. Use a straight edge. Anyway, something like that. Okay? Notice it has a positive y-intercept and a negative slope. If I could use a straight edge on the ViewSonic, I would, but I just don't have that ability. This is a geometric. If I put in a 0, 2 to the 0 is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. If I put in a 1, I get 3 times 2 is 6. If I put in a 2, 2 squared is 4 times 3 is 12. If I put in a 3, 2 to the third is 8 times 3 is 24. I can see that it's being multiplied by 3 every time. That's what I want. It's geometric. 0, comma 3. 1, comma 6. 2, comma 12. Let's go twice as high as that. I should have probably restructured my axis labels, but that's okay. It still looks okay. Okay, put it in your graphing calculator, make sure it matches up. Okay, y equals x minus 1 in parentheses squared plus 2. Put in a 0. Negative 1 squared is 1. You get a 3. Alright. Put in a 1. You get a 2. Put in a 2. You get a 3. Put in a 4. 4 minus 1 is 2. 2 squared is 4. 4 plus 2. Hold on. 4. Hold on. Oh, shoot. I should have put in a 3. Why did I choose a 4? Put in a 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 squared is 4. Plus 4 is 6. Put in a 4. You get 11. Notice you get plus 1, plus 3, plus 5. The common difference is 2. That's how you know it's geometric, or that's how you know it's quadratic. But all we got to do is put our points on here correct, and then look for the vertex and make sure we understand the shape. So 0, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 6, 4, 11. It's a parabola. Got it? All right. Some foiling practice. First, outside, inside, last, x squared, outside, plus 2x, inside, minus 4x, minus 8, x squared, minus 2x, minus 8. Okay? First, 6x squared, multiplying, outer, plus 8x, inner, minus 15x, last, Negative 20, okay. Positive 8 and negative 15 is a negative 7x. Okay, find the greatest common factors. They all contain a 2. This one is not divisible by 5. That one's not divisible by 7. Okay. This one all contains a 3. They all contain an x. And they all contain a y. Identify the domain and range. Well, it looks like the domain for this, x is a real number. It goes from negative infinity. Sorry. X goes, you can do it 2 ways. You can say that it's from negative infinity to positive infinity, or you can say x goes from negative infinity to positive infinity. That's the domain. The range is not so easy, okay? Y is a member of the reals. Well, Y can, well, let's see. It can be 2. So it can be 2 all the way up to infinity. We can't reach infinity, so that's why it's a soft bracket. Or you can say y is greater than or equal to 2 and less than infinity. Okay? Either one of these are good ways to write the range. And either one of these are good ways to write the domain. You don't have to do them both ways. It's good to know them both. Okay, so for the domain, x is a real number, and it goes from negative 4 to positive 4, but it can't be positive 4. Or you could say x is greater than or equal to negative 4 and just less than positive 4. For the range, y is also a real number, and y goes from negative 2 to positive 4. You could also write that as y is greater than or equal to negative 2 and less than positive 4. Okay? A triangle has a height that is 4 times longer than the base. So if the base is x, the height is 4x, right? Express the area of the triangle as a function of its base. Well, what's the formula for the area of a triangle, Carson? Half length times width, or a half base times height. So the area function is going to be 1/2 times x times 4x, which is 1/2 4x squared. So that's 2x squared. Got it? There's your review. Boom!